What if I told you that in the last 48 hours, Iraq's entire financial system moved forward in a way it never has before? This isn't about one headline or one politician's statement. This is about multiple systems finally aligning at the same time. And if you're holding Dinar, this is what you've been waiting to see. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this moment is different. Welcome to Global Currency World. Good to see you here tonight. If you value clear, no noise breakdowns over hype and rumors, hit that like button and subscribe right now. It helps other long-term holders find Global Currency World. Instead of getting lost in the noise, most people are watching for a trigger, a rate announcement, a government statement, a number on a screen. I get it. After years of patience, your eyes are trained on the horizon. But here's the real story. The meaningful signal isn't one announcement. It's convergence. Multiple systems, multiple institutions, multiple sectors of Iraq's economy all moving in the same direction, at the same time, with accelerating speed. For years, Iraq made progress in pieces. Banking would move, politics would stall, economy would show life, governance would slow it down. What's different now? The instruments are no longer warming up separately. They're moving together. Banking reform, digital transformation, trade corridors, political stability, fiscal coordination, regional integration, all at once. That's not normal for Iraq. That's why this moment feels categorically different. Let's start with politics, because it's the backdrop for everything else. For a long time, the biggest obstacle wasn't technical capacity. It was governance friction, political instability, interference from old guard figures who benefited from keeping systems opaque. That environment has shifted. I'm not saying Iraqi politics is perfect. It's not. But operationally, the conditions have changed. The new cabinet under Prime Minister Al-Sudani is delivering early momentum. He's a technocrat focused on execution, not just politics. He's personally chairing the Financial Stability Council. That's a direct signal to every institution. Financial stability is a priority. Here's what stood out in the last 48 hours. The government program is becoming the reference point. Multiple political figures are referencing it. The Central Bank of Iraq is part of that program. When the political class converges around the government program, the CBI is no longer operating in a vacuum. It has political alignment behind it. At the same time, Baghdad and the Kurdistan regional government are showing real improvement. Minister Barzani's visit to Baghdad produced concrete agreements, actual signed understandings, on customs unification and outstanding issues. Unified customs removes a major source of fiscal opacity. International financial institutions notice that, and figures like Maliki are visibly sidelined, operating with less reach than we've seen in years. When actors who benefit from opacity lose power, transparency processes move more cleanly. Now let's talk banking. Governor Al-Ak has been consistent. He has repeatedly ruled out devaluation. He's paired that with emphasis on reserve strength and stability. That carries institutional weight, but the bigger piece is the international audit process. For Iraq's major state banks like Rasheed and Rafidain to operate at full international capacity, they must meet global compliance standards. You can't process large-scale international transactions without it. Right now, international audit firms are in the final evaluation stage for those major banks, not preliminary final evaluation. There's an upcoming meeting on record involving the US Federal Reserve, the US Treasury, and Oliver Wyman. Oliver Wyman is one of the most respected financial advisory firms in the world. Their involvement means this is being taken seriously at the highest international level. Banks that are already compliant are being prepared to deal in multiple foreign currencies. Reports say only one or two banks still need compliance. You're watching the final assembly of the international banking infrastructure, the rails, and it's in its final stages. This connects directly to digital transformation. One argument against a significant dinar revaluation has always been infrastructure. You can't have a higher value currency without modern, compliant, auditable financial systems. The CBI just held a major meeting with all licensed electronic payment companies to upgrade services and expand financial inclusion. That's building the digital payments ecosystem at scale. The CBI also granted its first explicit license for blockchain and digital technologies. That's a deliberate decision to build infrastructure for a modern, globally integrated financial system. Blockchain enables transparency and traceability, exactly what international standards require. We're moving toward a cash-light economy where digital transactions are robust enough that a rate adjustment can be managed effectively. Let's talk economic fundamentals. Non-oil revenue is the quiet signal serious analysts watch. Any country can have high oil revenue when prices are up. Real economic maturity shows when non-oil revenue grows. Iraq has crossed a threshold, approximately 1.35 trillion dinars in non-oil revenue. So far this year, a meaningful increase over 2024. The tax base is expanding. Customs revenue is growing. The economy is broadening. Port activity tells the same story. Daily commercial ship arrivals continue. The Rabia crossing with Syria is active with Turkish convoys, creating shorter trade routes. That's new logistics connectivity, lower costs, more commercial activity. The oil minister confirmed plans to end gas flaring by 2029, starting the transition in early 2027. Gas flaring has been massive economic waste. Capturing that gas creates a new revenue stream that doesn't exist at scale today. The KRG is also accelerating launch of a federally licensed national bank connected to Baghdad system, not separate. That's financial integration across a historical divide. The Development Road project continues progressing, connecting Basra through Iraq to Turkey and beyond. Despite regional turbulence, Iraq hasn't stopped building. I've been in this space for 17 years. I've watched cycles and false starts. What I'm watching now is not the same. The breadth of simultaneous progress across interconnected systems, political, banking, digital, trade, fiscal. I haven't seen this alignment before. That's a comparative assessment, not hype. Everything I've described converges on one concept: global integration readiness. The question has always been, will Iraq's currency and financial system truly integrate into the global infrastructure? Are the gatekeepers watching? The IMF, the World Bank, the US Treasury, the correspondent banking networks? The answer is clearer now than ever. Yes, they're watching. They're engaged. Oliver Wyman's involvement isn't coincidence. Federal Reserve and Treasury coordination isn't coincidence. International audits aren't happening without reason. These institutions don't deploy these resources unless they believe the foundation is real. Global integration readiness means compliant major banks check, final stage, stable currency with strong reserves check, robust digital infrastructure check, growing non-oil revenue check, political stability better now than at any recent point. None of these boxes are perfect. Iraq isn't a fully mature financial environment, but the conditions across all dimensions are the most advanced they've ever been simultaneously. We're in the completion phase, not the beginning. The quiet foundation work of the last several years is now showing up as visible, interconnected progress. Now, a word of caution. I don't know when. Nobody knows when. The exact timing is controlled inside Iraqi institutions and international partners. What we do have is evidence of preparation, infrastructure being built, compliance being achieved. The rational posture is preparation, not speculation. Have your documentation ready. Understand the process. Stay informed with accurate information, not wishful thinking. Here's the central truth. Iraq's reform isn't isolated developments. It's a system. And right now, that system is achieving simultaneous advancement across critical components we haven't seen before. That's what the last 48 hours are telling us. Not a date, not a guarantee, but clear evidence the foundation is real, the momentum is genuine, and the direction hasn't changed. To everyone at Global Currency World, thank you. I've been doing this 17 years, and this community means a lot. I'm taking a few days off with family. I'll be back this weekend continuing to watch and bring you the clearest, most grounded picture from the evidence. In the meantime, stay calm, stay prepared, and remember preparation beats speculation every single time. See you soon.